What's up, guys? Shockwave640 here, and today we're going to take a look at the Transformers Titans Return Galvatron, because so one of the Gundams did win the vote from Thursday or Wednesday's vote from last week, but I've decided I'm not going to be reviewing any more Gundams in a long time, or probably ever, just because nobody watches them. I don't know why, but it's just kind of irritating me that I put the time to make the videos and nobody wants to watch them. So I've decided I'm just not going to make the videos for Gundam reviews anymore. I'm just going to stick to Transformer stuff because that seems to clearly get the most views, for now at least. So here we have the Titans Return Galvatron, the Voyager class, of course. And so here is Galvatron in his space cannon mode. So let's get some size comparisons done. Angling that down. Let's bring space cannon down a little bit like so we can have it leveled as it's supposed to be. So first up we just have Ape Face and Skytread, the little Titan Master 2-pack kind of kits that come with the vehicle and the Titan Master. And then Ape Face. Here we have Scourge, Titans Return Scourge. Is it Scourge? Yeah, Scourge. For some reason I almost forgot his name. And then the Voyager class Blitzwing, just because I found him the other day, so why not? Even though I hate this thing. But so yeah, let's get in here close and actually take a look at the Titan Master first. So I set him to the side, and here is his little Titan Master, who I cannot remember his name. I never can. I'm just gonna call him Megatron because that's who this is obviously supposed to be. But very cool. Just a little bit of red paint there in the eyes. And that's literally all the paint on him. And then on the face, I painted it silver myself with a silver Gundam marker, and the eyes were already done in red. So, looks very cool. I do quite like him. He could definitely benefit from some more paint, but I'm pretty sure the Takara version is painted up real nice to look just like Megatron. And so, just kind of get in here so you can see his head. You can see that definitely looks like old Buckethead himself, just with a big box behind his head. But that's necessary for the combination gimmick. So let's just put his arms forward, get him in a sitting pose because we're going to need him in a sitting pose for later. So bringing in Galvatron himself, which would be the Transtector, because if you're going by the Japanese cartoon, this would actually be Galvatron and this would be just the Transtector, but I'm just going to call this Galvatron, even though I do prefer that idea better. But so here he is. He's very, very cool. I really do like this space cannon mode. Very nice translucent orange right here. And then some gunmetal gray, some silver, then just gray plastic with a little bit of red right down here. So these, I think it was a San Diego Comic-Con. Actually, I almost want to call it false advertising because I know it wasn't the Takara version because the Takara version looks completely different than this. The purple is more of a bluish color like the cartoon. Like the cartoon model was. But the early released actual toy pictures that I saw from videos, and this guy, all the gray on him was actually a metallic silver like this. That is definitely not the case here. While I do like this off gray color, it does look nice. It would have been so much better if it was all that silver color. I almost want to call that false advertising, but I don't exactly know. So don't really quote me on any of that. But nice Decepticon symbol right up there. He's just got a huge cockpit kind of just sitting out there. See his arms clearly tucked right there, but it's Galvatron. And then you have his treads with the completely different colored plastics here, which is really bad looking. You got some red, some gunmetal gray, and you get these little panels here. They don't really bother me all that much, but gunmetal gray too, and then you have his feet back here, also in gunmetal gray. So, very nice. And you have the little fin right here, just a little bit of a softer plastic. Undercarriage, you don't really see anything. So this guy does not have an appropriate gun mode, but I have fan moded him and gave him a gun mode, so I'm actually going to go through all the modes that I have given him, because I've given him a base mode and a gun mode on top of his cannon mode, his robot mode, and his spaceship mode. So I'm going to be showing you his base mode and his gun mode. So gun mode is extremely easy to get to. We're going to go into gun mode first and then vehicle mode. or spaceship mode because it's easier to do it that way. So what you want to do is to get it out of the way is to move this cannon. Just pull that off. It just plugs in using that port going into that slot, covering up the little clip for the head. Just kind of open these up just to kind of get them out of the way. And also, sorry if you hear me sneeze. My allergies are really bad. You just want to bring these forward until they clip into that little divot right there, and you will feel them stop. And then you're going to bring the treads back, fold them up like so, and then bring them in. So fold the tread down, bring it in right there, and there you go. And now what you're going to do is you're going to bring this section up like so. Bring this section down just a little bit. You can kind of have this just kind of doing whatever. Just come back in here, plug the cannon back in, close these back up. Just kind of grab your fingers. You're going to kind of wrap this around your first finger like so. That way you have it comfortable. And there you have Galvatron in his gun mode, which actually does feel quite nice, and it's still very, very solid. I do quite like this, although the handle doesn't really look like a handle at all, because it should be back here. But I do quite like it, just right here. Just kind of wrap your fingers around this, and just kind of grip onto everything. But I do have abnormally small hands, so I can hold this fairly easy. And then there's this little divot right here. You can put your finger as like a little trigger. Very cool. You can change it up however you want to, but this is how I pulled off his gun mode. Very cool. I do quite like this mode. The other day, whenever I actually first bought him, I was walking around my house for probably roughly an hour and 30 minutes just holding him in his gun mode. I don't know why, but I was. So that is his gun mode. Now we're going to go into jet mode, so you just want to kind of spread these, pull that off, set it to the side. Going to swing this cockpit up. It's just going to go into place, and then you're going to bring this down. That will kind of latch on like so to cover up that. It doesn't exactly clip in anywhere. It just kind of rests there, but it still does work. I think the arms just stay exactly like this, actually. You're just going to come in here, untab the legs from each other if they haven't already done it themselves. Then you're going to bring them up, and this triangular tab or peg is going to go over this triangular slot on his shoulder. So you're going to join them like so. Very hard to do because there's so many joints you're working with in the legs. So you just want to make sure you kind of got to feel around, and then once you get it down, just bring the foot back up if you brought it up a little bit too far by accident. Just kind of bring this down, and there you go. Foop it into place. There we go. And here, well, no, not yet. Ignore me. And then you're just going to take his cannon, you're going to fold this, well, you're going to fold this piece down. It will clip into place, like so. Fold this piece down, that will go right there. You're going to keep it upside down like so. Then you're going to bring this little purple piece down, a few clicks, and then angle it back so that it provides a little sled. You're going to close these bits, and this is just going to plug in right under here into that little port, like so. And there you have Galvatron in his jet mode. And I don't care what anybody says, I actually really like this jet mode. I think this thing looks awesome. Granted, from the back it is kind of ugly looking. I mean, it does look quite sloppy back here, just because that's just the nature of the way certain Transformers look. I mean, it could be worse. It could have given him giant wings that would just stick out like a sore thumb in his robot mode and his cannon mode. So just kind of be happy with what you've got here. But I do like the shape of this, especially when you're looking at it from this angle. That looks imposing to me. That looks really cool. He's got his Decepticon symbol there, nothing there. I'm almost 99.9% certain that this is probably an homage to the ship that Galvatron actually flew in. Now, I'm not counting Cyclonus. I know he flew in Cyclonus a few times, but there's actually a ship he drove. There's a ship that he actually drove in the G1 cartoon that kind of sort of looked like this, if I remember correctly. But don't quote me on it because it's been quite a while since I've seen it. So there is his jet mode. Now going into base mode, you just want to untab that. You're going to bring him down, bring his legs down like so. Just kind of getting them out of the way bring them up, clip them into place like you're going to robot mode, like so. Let me readjust the camera just a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm gonna bring this all up just for right now. Bring that down. Try to remember exactly what you're supposed to do. Okay, these just kind of go like that, and then they form like little towers. So just kind of bring these treads up like so that you have them facing straight up like this. And then if you want to, you can untab the arm and fold that up as well, but I never do. And then you fold this down, rotate the waist like you're going back into robot mode, and then bring that flat up against his back. Gonna bring all of this down, and then this is actually gonna go up. That's gonna go up to kind of support this, and you're just gonna leave that hatch open like so. Let's see if I can actually get this working a little bit better. There we go. That looks a little bit better, right? Maybe? Kinda? Whatever. You get the idea though. Just kinda get it like that. Then you're just going to flip these little side skirts up so that they are out of the way. And then you're going to bring the leg. You're going to bring the leg like this. You're going to go forward. And you're going to go out. You're going to bring the foot up. Oh. You actually are not supposed to rotate the waist. The waist is supposed to stay facing forward because this little piece cups right underneath that. So going back to what I was doing, so you have his legs like this, the foot down, and the panels on the backs. You're going to bring the side skirts up. If they will actually go up, because they like to pop off on mine a lot. So bring them up as far as they'll actually let you bring them up. You're gonna bring the leg out. You're gonna rotate it, and then just kind of bring it up as far as it will go. Untab this and bring it down. Bring out that panel, and then just kind of bring the leg in a little bit like so. Do the same on this side. Bring it up, rotate it, bring the panel up, bring that foot out, and then just kind of get him a little bit situated. Bring that down, kind of get it a little bit situated. Bring these legs in like so. And then you can take your little guy right here, and you can just kind of have him sitting right in there, like so. And that is my Galvatron in his base mode. So this is the little base mode that I made up for him. Looks more like a rocket ship about to take off, because this section here looks like a rocket ship. Oh, and then also what you want to do is plug the cannon right into the back. Right here, I can get it like so. You can get the little cannon, plug that in to make it a little bit taller, or you can just kind of pull it off and then find somewhere to plug it. Like you can pull out the arm and just kind of have it plugged into the side if you want to. There's a number of different ways. Like usually what I would like to do is bring this arm all the way up, and then see if I can get this to work. Bring that down. If I don't drop him. Just kind of bring this up a little bit. Bring that out. That way you just kind of have all this oriented like so. And then you can bring in the little cannon right here. The big cannon right here. And you can plug that into his bicep. And then you can kind of have it like this with just a big cannon kind of sitting right here, but that looks kind of weird to me, so I usually don't do that. But there is that, if anybody wanted to know how you could do that, or what you could actually do with the cannon once you have it in the base mode. So there's his base mode. It's a little bit kind of floppy and flimsy, but pretty cool nonetheless. And then also, I forgot to mention, in the cannon mode and the gun mode and the spaceship mode, he has these little posts down here which you can plug in, little Titan Masters, but they're quite short pegs, so they don't work all that well. But let's just get him into robot mode. So what you want to do is bring his legs down, clip them up into place if you haven't done so already, and then you're going to bring this panel down and close it. Bring it down and close it. Bring this all the way down. You're going to rotate so that you have this gray detail facing forward and the front of the legs facing forward. Bring the legs down and move the camera up because he gets tall. You're going to bring this cockpit section back. Bring that up. Cockpit section down. Close the cockpit. Also, I forgot to mention in the jet mode, you can place the little Megatron inside the cockpit. I'm going to bring that all the way down, like so. Going to bring these arms down. I like to bring them a click out, and then come in here, flip out his hands, bend him at the elbow a little bit. Do the same with this side. Bring it out, bring it down, bring that down, rotate his hand out, and bend his elbow just a little bit. Bring the shoulder pads down, and then to complete the look for our friend here, you take his little cannon, keep it exactly like this, but you bring that all the way down, and then this will just simply plug right in here into his bicep, and then just kind of get him standing like so. And grab our little Titan Master dude, fold up his arms, make sure they are flat against his body, fold this in half. I like to rotate his head because he sticks on a lot better, like so, and then just plug him in right here, like that. And get him looking forward, push his head down. Then what you're going to do is you're going to come in here, open up this panel, and there you go. His little mask pops up, and you can kind of fiddle with that to try to get more light to go in. And there you have the Titans Return Voyager class Galvatron in his robot mode. And this is the best looking Galvatron I have ever seen, besides those third-party ones, of course. But in some aspects, I actually think that this is better than them. I mean, they got it right. They got his proportions right. They got the way the forearm cannon mounts. It is actually supposed to peg into his bicep, but I just wish whenever you did his shooting poses, he didn't have his fist sticking out like that, like he was holding it. It would have been nice if you could actually rotate his hands, but sadly, you cannot. I don't know why they just didn't do the gimmick that or the little trick they did with Hardhead with the thing that swivels out and it's got the rotation joint attached to it for his wrist, but whatever. I wasn't at the meeting, so I can't really say what they did and didn't do. But let's set him off to the side and let's do some size comparisons. So if I can get this guy to stand, because mine has loose feet. So here he is with Scourge. A bit bigger than I would like. I would like it if he was just a little bit smaller, or Scourge was a little bit bigger, because this doesn't work for me. Scourge was about here. That would work for me, so I think Scourge would probably been better. Just a little bit bigger, but oh well. Here he is with Ape Face and Sky Tread. Oh, and also, oh no, never mind. And then here he is with Generations Voyager class Blitzwing, so you can see how that looks. Now let's just get in here and take a close look at the details on the mask and the head. So bring this panel down just to kind of take a look at the face. Very cool looking face, especially since I painted it silver. It does help it stand out when he's wearing the mask, the little Halloween mask. But it's an okay Halloween mask. I hate that it sticks out so far. I would have liked it if they just put the entire helmet just swing out and fold over his head like the leaders do. Easily could have done it because you can fit quite a lot in this space here. A lot of his chest is hollow, so oh well, what are you going to do? You can, well, I'm just going to go through articulation as well. If you don't have the little mask on, his head is on a full ball joint, so you can get it doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But if you just have the mask up, it's just going to swivel just ever so slightly to the side on this little rotating hinge thing right here. So that is that. The shoulder pads are on a hinge. You have full 360-degree movement here. You have a very nice clicky-clackety ratchet here. You have a swivel here. You have double-jointed elbow for transformation, but it still can be used, because technically this is supposed to be his true elbow, this hinge right here, because this one is kind of, it just locks in 3 different places. The upward position, halfway downward, and then all the way downwards. So, and then if you want to, you can move around these treads because they're on the exact same ratcheted hinge as the first elbow. If you bring his backpack up and bring this panel down, he does have a waist swivel. It does kind of divot into place right here, so it kind of just locks it naturally. His side skirts can go up and down to provide the necessary leg movement. They'll go out about that far, go forward about that far, backward pretty far, knee bend about here, and if you want to, you can use that transformation hinge for another joint. I don't know why you would, but you can. And then the feet are on a hinge to go forward and backward, and a hinge to pivot side to side to get some nice wide angle stances. And then also his hands can go in and out on a ratchet joint. If that serves any purpose to you, you can use it. So I really do like the way this Galvatron turned out. I think he's a very, very well done figure. Definitely pick him up. I would definitely recommend him. Hasbro did a really good job with him. Now, the only thing I would really change is the helmet. And then also, he's got his little six-pack right there. Forgot to show that off. And then his backpack. Nothing too crazy. It's just a little jet. But, so yeah. Very cool figure. Definitely recommend him. Probably the best Galvatron toy we've gotten yet, since I don't really own any third-party toys whatsoever. I can't exactly compare them to that. So, yeah, this was Titans Return Galvatron. We don't have any voting for today. I'm just going to pick something random off the shelf and review that tomorrow. Probably be not Funtime Foxy, the Funko Foxy, because I need to hurry up and review that just so I can have all my Finances Ready stuff reviewed, or at least all of my action figures reviewed, so I can move on from that. But, yeah, guys, I am Shockwave640, and I will be seeing you later, guys, so thanks for watching. Peace.